Welcome back. Some might even say, finally. We are. Now, if you didn't watch last episode, that is a real shame. A lot happened. Uh, I also learned that you can apparently detach your drone. I don't remember which button controls that. I know it's a combination of one of the buttons and up and down. I don't remember which one it is. I'm pretty sure it's RB, but I tried that and I ended up using a battery. I don't want to do that again. I don't think anything is on up, so yeah, it's not doing anything. There it is. Okay, so it's attached to that one. Okay. A lot of other stuff happened last episode, but why am I here? Oh, probably for this. I suspect we went down there already. Ah, right, I remember. We came down here, but then it turned out to be a lot deeper than I expected. So given how long the video had been going, I decided to call the video done there. Man, it feels like I have not played this in forever. But that's mostly Guild Wars 2's fault. I've been playing quite a lot of that. I'm almost done no, I'm about halfway through the Mirage specialty. While working on a Heart of Thorns. And then, and then, whoever the frick is in charge of Blue Protocol decided this would be the week that they released the game. Alright, I can't tell them not to, but I have a number of problems with that game. Can we hit him and change his life before he summons it? I don't know why he didn't get a chance to summon. He was. He had done it. He was there. He had winning, but then he became vulnerable again. And don't get me, I like it when they're vulnerable. But that's not the way that should have transpired. So I'm exceedingly confused. Since I can't currently do anything about the time loop, ooh, not counting whether or not it's the Sigma type or not, I just quite literally haven't killed enough. Yeah, so that goes to the coffer that's right outside this area. Hopefully the other one is here too, so I can just get what's mine. Get up, you faker. Unless we are... Okay. So this is back where my sadness transpired last episode. I didn't realize there was more to this godforsaken area. But here we are. I don't know if the sniper Andy is alone or not. I would assume not, but I'm going to go at him like he is. Because I don't have much of another choice. Yeah. That is very, very curious. Oh, excuse me. I actually haven't eaten yet, so it's difficult. Okay, I could have played it like I did, and like I did fart, but I've ruined it, lost the timing, taken all the good things from myself. Marked door Polaroid. But it's a research item, so there's no real reason for me to pay any attention to it. Okay. Do we have... How many more of these areas do we have to go through? It's difficult for me to say because I know last episode or the one before I was theorizing that these might need to face the tombs they're connected to, but the way they face doesn't really work to that end, so I'm not concerned about that. I just Okay, 90 and 40. Crap, that's not right. That's 24. Yeah, see, the 90 is from the dreidel. And I don't see a dreidel. Crap, I have to do these. I have to go to these places again then. Because I have no idea where I left off. $24, and this is the rose. And both the 24 and the 90 had the wrong icon. Or insignia, if you want to be particular. Is there a Sonic the Hedgehog icon? Give me something that's a little kissed by a... That's 40. That's not freaking 24. What are you even doing? Yeah, that one's correct. I don't know if the 40 is real or not. We have Angel and... Okay, yeah. So let me swap this back to what it was. A hedgehog with the lazy spines. He's too relaxed for his own good. And I can't get there yet. So the only thing left is for me to go this way, not that way. That should take me up the building and over to the other side, but I went up there before and it doesn't. Maybe I missed something. There's a ladder going up, but it doesn't go all the way up and over the building to get me where I need. You're fine, walk it off. Can we get the... Yeah, we go down this way. Now that I think about it, the projectile from this weapon staggers. I wonder if the alignments of the attunements of the weapons and their respective glyphs affect certain other attunement-based things, like the haze, for example. I just want a hamburger, this guy. Is that too much to ask? What? Huh? You talking to me? I sure hope not, because that's weird. That's too weird. I mean, all of this stuff right now, that's weird, but A car talking to me? That's just going too far. Okay. Oh, I still haven't dealt with that guy yet? Shame on me. I killed one and thought I dealt with that. And. Ooh, that's not great. I'm going to need sensitivity training. Hmm. Maybe I need to interact with this or something? There it is. I hate it here. So, I need to find a set of keys. I have no idea where they could be. Oh, unless. Unless. I want to limit the damage I take, you know. Just to be on the safe side, in case it comes down to that smidge of health I lost because I was in a hurry. Uh huh. Thought you could fool me, huh? Yeah, I came up this way. Excuse me, sir, how do I get to you? If you would be so kind. Yeah, finding the way up to that thing is going to be a bit of an issue. Unless it isn't. This seems like it's not my problem. So, Yeah, I don't know what we're supposed to do here. It's the only way I can reach this thing. I have nothing necessary to do that with. I mean, explosives are the first thing that come to mind when it comes to solving an obstacle related problem. I'm trying to remember what the entrance to this place is originally. This is basically the exit. I'm trying to remember where the entrance is and what it looks like, what's near it. Whatever sort of information I can get. I mean, surely I don't have to go to some other area because I can't do this one right now. Man, it does not look good for this area being completed without having to go somewhere else first, which would annoy me significantly. I mean, it might make some sense having to go to whatever something museum. It'd make sense to have to go there, and there might be something there tied to this. I'd be fine with that, but I was hoping to get everything done here, so I wouldn't have to spoil it. For myself, at least. I am not seeing the point of access to that scaffolding. I don't. There is a ladder right there that goes up to the top one. I don't see where you come out. Maybe an archway there? Alright, I'm going to spend a couple of minutes looking around here to make sure that I have seen everything I possibly can. And then we're going to head off to somewhere else. Probably the museum that's connected to this area. And by connected, I mean it's probably more accurate to say related to this area. That way there's no misunderstanding. And hopefully there's something there that can help me here so I can get what I need from here to do the things I want to do there. I don't know how long I'll give it. Probably 5 minutes is about all I can logically tolerate of not making any progress. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and not punish you guys for whatever the case may be here. So I did check. I checked everywhere that was above ground again. I found one small item. It was a consumable though. So whatever I need is not located on this map or is inside of the time loop, and I don't know how to access it yet. So I came back here and now we have another vault to go plunder. Search the water's edge. Let's see, we have two eyes. Okay, we'll go with sniper eye, crying eye, snotty runny nose, and weird snowflake. I guess we could just call the first one a straight up reticle, right? So reticle, weeping eye, runny nose, snowflake. Off to Lake Sinon then. I'm hoping against hope here that the next area, the area that's connected to or related to Jelgen, will have what we need. I'm pretty sure that rock back there does not have a texture. Yeah, I was right. Okay, it says search along the water's edge, and there's a lot of water, so we'll have to do this bit by bit. Oh, that's my fault. I forgot I turned that off. Let's see. Reticle. Runny nose and the snowflake. You can never be too safe. New glyph acquired, Perfect Guard Elite. It is a rank 3 neutral sphere glyph. It is a tap-based mechanic, or use mechanic, no lock-on required, costing 222 limbic energy. It reduces your guard's stamina loss by 100% for 45 seconds. Okay. Could really use another thing that heals, though. Can anyone help? Limbic slivers, we already have another version of this. But for this one, the damage per projectile is 1210, which is not insignificant. So just a new random item. A new active relic has been acquired. Memoria of the Foal. It has a tap. It is a tap mechanic uh, relic that does not require a lock on and has a nine. I I I kid you not, a 9-minute cooldown. However, your weapons resonate with the frequencies of past battles, increasing their experience gained by 100% for 600 seconds. So, you need to power level a weapon, find something good to slap, and put that on. Okay, an amine prism theta. We can take this back to the monastery, pop the time loop there. Time loops don't always drop or result in an item appearing, though. So, maybe I should hold on to this just in case the one back at back at Jelgin is theta. Another paint, well, a new painting. Though that's not right either. And then a parchment regarding a dire cost. Reacting to the killing of a foul creature. So they took 2,000 men to fight a single Andy. Though I don't know whether it was one of the boss Andys or just a. Well, surely not, right? They would have had these weapons. So them losing that many people, it has to mean. It has to mean that they went up against something really tough. Okay, so we did get something of value, which is good. I don't remember if there's a time loop here or not, but I'm just going to leave. We've got a museum to visit, with a possible side of depression we don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see until we've explored the place thoroughly. I just hate that it looks like I won't be able to do things in the order I want because the items I need just aren't where they should be. So the Auriga Museum is the location I was saying is related to Jelgin. I keep wanting to say connected because it fits. It just could be confusing. Oh, I know I'm hoping against hope here that the item I need the keys for that truck to continue progressing. And who knows what else is missing in order to, for example, get to the time loop that's over there as well. Oh, it's okay. I was hoping it was going to be a whole thing before we got to those doors, but well, remember what I was saying about that side of depression? Well, it looks like someone in the kitchen messed up, and they just gave us a whole platter of the stuff. So, Vista Hills is where we should be going next. And honestly, I don't know what's up with Talju. Or what we want from there, but all I do know is there's no progress left in Jelgin as far as I can tell. Did we pick up? I know we picked up an owl key, but that was for another location. Let's see. Not from the look of things. Oh, right. So, I've been salivating at the mere prospect of finally getting to open this chest, and now we have what we need to touch it and get what's inside. I'm going to go ahead and save first. Just so if anything happens that's out of sorts, we can get right back to it. Open sesame, bud. Token of the Serpent. Great. Wasted my saliva for nothing. I mean, we're already over here. We can just go up this way. Honestly, this just looks like it's a simple tunnel, but I still have no idea what's waiting for us. It's only rank 2. Okay. An item on that body. Okay, another one with the haze. A door. I really hate that the audio does that. So what do we have here? Continue your ascension through the serpent's coil. The way will yield to the token of the moon. Man, if you make me travel to another goddamn location in order to find it, this place looks like it'll burn real good. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. So now we can go through the areas and the mines that were behind these doors. All mine entrances by the water tower. Yeah, I'm aware. We'll unlock that maybe from the inside. For now, though, I want to kill everything since they can no longer regenerate. At least I hope not. I also haven't fought this guy, this particular haze, in a while. I forget what the bottom drone skill is. Oh yeah, it staggers them. Every... It doesn't say. I remember testing it, but I don't remember the specifics. It's probably every 5 seconds or so. freest XP you ever did not see because it lagged out and made it difficult to see anything at all. Alright. I hear something indicating what once was a Time Loop Guardian. And now you just die because you tripled my damage. Thanks. It's kind of lonesome in there, isn't it? All you got are those other pasty white butts to look at. It's locked from the other side. I hate it here. Did that whole little spiel and then I couldn't even reach completion. The frick am I bearing witness to here? So I have to come at that from the other path. No idea how we get there. Not like it matters. I came to do violence. He probably has... No, he doesn't. So he's just a normal blocking Andy. Really? What the? Let me make absolutely sure there's nothing to grab over here. Give me that. Sweet cheeks. Okay. It's going to start whining. We're vibrating with sheer excitement. We can only target these two. And I choose you. Sounds like another time loop guardian over that way. But first... Hello? Is there anybody Oh. Oh. Uh. Okay. I didn't expect it to be anything good, but I saw it, so it had to be mine. And it's not even February. So what are we looking at here? It's a normal parachute pants man. Ooh. Yeah, that's definitely my handiwork. Uh, loot, please? Look, I don't say this often, but you know, I I, I kind of like you. So if you want to just get in my pocket, that's irritating. I earned that. Okay, so I've been in here about 3 times. And not once, not a single goddamn time did I realize there was a path off of the immediate left. We wouldn't have been able to go very far. It wouldn't have been very interesting. But for the love of everything, I, I am extremely disappointed in myself for not noticing that sooner. No, it's not the first time I've missed something like that. Remember the door to the vault? I think it was the first one we unlocked or got the combination to. I had to scour the area. And then I incidentally found it while just staring at all the walls as I traveled. Oh, I hate that. And I love it at the same time because nothing keeps me quite attentive. Like being reminded that I am not as attentive as I should be. Attentive? Attentive? Attentive. No, it's definitely a tentative. I think. Neither one sounds too correct, so. Hey there, beautiful. Give me my health back. I pressed the wrong button to dodge. I have not been able to. Oh, right. I actually have to go all the way out there in order to use the freaking key. God dang it. I am unfortunately cursed with fruit flies, or what, gnats? Whichever they might be. God dang things look the same, so I treat them the same. Call them the same. You know how it is. So. I guess this is how we get out. What if we go further in via this path? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's what. But it puts us closer to where we need to be. The key we found told us the water tower was where we wanted to go. And they're right. I always wanted to be here. It has things that belong to me, both lives and loot. Presuming, in the first place, that the Andes are even alive. Which to me seems like a long shot. Hopefully there is a lot of loot at the end of this little excursion of ours. I wonder if I can stagger it. Let's actually go ahead. Let's go ahead and test. Yeah, that seems pretty effective. I do wonder if I can chain the projectile in between my attacks. I mean, it would effectively interrupt the combo and reset me back to one, but if I could get that off in between, even if it does break the combo, that would just keep them stun locked. It probably wouldn't work on the guarding Andy because he's just bulky. So I'd have to use the hamburger strat on him, but otherwise, it's free real estate. Now what's further this way? What or whomst? You got any haze on you, boy? Nope. He's not alone. Do they share the same one? Yeah. That is a bit of a problem. The hamburger strat and the stagger strat will only work on solos. And given how much trouble... Frick, I don't even have a save point out here. Given how much trouble just the sniping Andes can be... Does this guy... I'm pretty sure this guy will drop the turret, too. So that is a bit of a sticky wicket. No fear. Just fight. God dang it. I saw it coming, and I was about to dodge, and I got hit.
The dosage must be off. Okay. Start over.
That is frustrating. We aren't that far, but man, I wish we were closer. I wonder if I could just follow it up with back-to-back projectiles instead. As long as I'm not close enough to the Sniper Randy, it should just avoid summoning, right? And all I need to do is use a battery to keep the juice flowing. That feels terribly unfair, and I love it. I want to make sure I have enough limbic energy in order to fully finish this guy off. Because I do not care about the cost of items in order to cheese these guys. What did I pick up from here? It never... There we go. Hello? Does anyone have any loot? I was tempted to say it again. Oh. I don't know why I was... What? Easy. And this is the other area I found, so it's great that they're interconnected. Love that for us. I also love that unlocking it didn't take forever, like it usually does when you apply keys to things. That guy looks like he's chock full of haze, and since that guy's really close to him, I assume they are best buds. You know what we do to best buds around here, right? Sure you do, you just saw it. Let's make sure that we don't run dry. He's a little thicker than the last ones. Now, to prove my theory that the guarding Andy is just too thickly made, unfortunate. Not enough health to summon, huh, bud? Sucks to be you. I'm not entirely sure what they were going to summon. I think it was the pulsing green one. A cryptic maxim. Watcher's nest eternity, as the hours of the day slip by, as the months of the years pass, and the seasons turn. In the four corners of Hedea, our vigil endures. So I'm assuming this dead guy is one of the guys that were part of the vigil. Specifically codenamed Eternity. As the hours of the day slip by, as the months of the years pass, that's 24, 12, and seasons, that's 4? In the four corners of Hedea? I don't know how that one might apply. It could just be 2 and 4. No, I mean 4 and 4. That's all there was to be seen out here. No explanation for that, nor, well, the time loop is probably further in, behind the door of the moon. How am I supposed to get to that? I could not even begin to imagine. We can head up. Everything down here is dead. Sad and dead. This takes forever. Maybe the mark of the moon has something to do with figuring out eternity's mystery. Why is fog rolling in now? I don't need this. This is eternity's. So it is a 6-key password. Huh. 24, 12, 4, and 4. Okay. Matching patterns. On his deathbed, my father bestowed upon me a family heirloom. He called it a limbic rod and made a point to extol its significance to our family. It is the only vestige of my ancestry passed down to me through generations. I keep it on my person at all times. The Vigil has since discovered that many such rods exist. Yesterday, when we unearthed Pentos' tomb right here in the Watcher's Nest, another rod was discovered in plain sight. Imagine my surprise when the limbic patterning matched my very own heirloom rod. It seemed to be part of a set. I've begun searching the archives here and there, and I've discovered a curious resemblance between the rod's patterning and an ancient heraldry dating from the mid-10th century. It is associated with a fort deep in the Sinetra forest, built on an outcropping overlooking the countryside. I have very little to go on besides a crude visual depiction. I will have to eventually make my way to Sinetra to find out more. And I'm guessing that's where we have to go next. There's been an attempt on my life. During my weekly errands in Golmore, I was fired upon at close range. If not for my fortuitous stumble at the exact moment, I would not be here. The black-clad shooter moved in to subdue me in close combat. He was remarkably well trained, but I was able to fracture his arm and wrest free of his clutches. I recovered a syringe of poison dropped by my assailant as he slipped into the shadows. The needle bears the acronym OMSIF. What does it mean? Who are these people hounding us incessantly? They must be part of a large organization. The resources are immense. They know our names and exactly where to find us. I pray the nest remains out of their reach. Now that I have become compromised, I cannot stay here. How did this happen? Was I careless? It was a mistake returning to the nest. I must leave immediately for the safety of the others. Vitalis, if you find this, I'm terribly sorry. Mystery solved, yet questions remain. Let me make sure I have both of the matching rods, otherwise I'm going to be... Okay, so they're both the weepy-eyed ones. Doorway, yeah. So they're both for the coffer. God, no, I'm on the wrong one. Yeah, so they're both for the forest, and that's what we'll do next episode.
Remember, whenever
Yes, that's why I've come back.
Have I helped enough Hadians?
Good. I'm glad you went out of your way for Hadia.
We acquired a new defensive gear. Stimulation. It's only grade 2, but we can fix that. While grievously wounded, all sources of healing are more effective. Okay, so just... if you're going to just spit on me, at least warn me first. We have a new type of prism, row. We have a new... nope, not a new one. We have a higher rank of an old glyph. Last episode, I was pondering the value of these things, but it has since occurred to me since the fight, since that 6v1 fight, the knockback has value. Problem is, not many of the other grief glyphs do. I mean, ones that pulse damage around you while you don't have to do anything are pretty good if you need to remain mobile and can't commit to a long string of attacks. So I can see the value in them. I just don't see them being practical. However, this will probably find use one day, since I have come to understand that the need for making space is not insignificant. All right, as promised, that's going to do it for us today. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back tomorrow with another episode, and well, I'm going to get right to recording that one. I should probably record the third one immediately after, so I don't have to worry about doing that on Sunday. I would love to have my Sunday back because I've got to do all of the editing and get stuff ready to go for Monday so you guys have your video. Because otherwise, what was the point in even recording? And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.